For the umpteenth time in July 2016, oil pipeline vandals struck. Pipeline vandalism has led to loss of millions of dollars, as statistics from the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation show that a total of 1,447 pipeline attacks were carried out in 2016 alone. These acts are considered economic sabotage, working against the supply and distribution of Nigeria's oil and gas resources, which is critical to the survival of the nation's economy.
There are four sets of human beings involved when you're talking of insurgency or terrorism. The first one are those who are close to the government officials themselves. It might not be a politician, it might be a civil servant, it might be even a military guy, it might be somebody who is working in NNPC, who is making so much from it. And if you have peace and everything goes down, those guys will have lost their means of livelihood. They're there. There are those who are sponsors, whether you like it or not. This guy cannot just wake up one day and say, okay, we are Avengers and we have so much weaponry. We have this, we have that. There must be people who are sponsoring them. And then you have those, the top forces are the militants. It could be the Avengers, like you have the OPCs in Southwest. It could be anybody. But they are now, those are the main focus. And then the final, something like the international interest. The NGOs, the IOCs, whatever. In as much as anybody, Chevron or anybody can come up and say, look, we've not been able to do so much. So we've lost more than 70% of what we're supposed to do. And so we can't remit so much money to you. What they want is profit. That's all. So you have to take care of all this. And that's why I said it's a mixture. There is no single solution to this problem. You have to find a way, a mid-course way of talking and dealing with. I've said this so many times, even with Boko Haram. It was the military guys who are going out to get information for themselves. They will turn the information to intelligence before they act. Even the so-called papas that are supposed to assist us will not, because it is not in their own national interest to assist us. So we have to do so much more. All these things are intelligence-led, and the intelligence are not there. The MV, the Avengers cannot just wake up one day and say, okay, we are a group now, we are going to do so much. The indicators must have been there for so long. And because we don't look at the past and say, okay, these are lessons we've learned from this, what do? We have a period between 2009 and now when the amnesty program was on. A lot of things were supposed to be in place. Nothing. So if you don't have intelligence, what do? You'll be reacting, not proactive.
The groups have primarily targeted pipelines belonging to oil majors like Shell, ENI, Chevron, and even NNPC, thereby bringing Nigeria's oil production to about 700,000 barrels per day. The Avengers, who say they are fighting for a greater share of oil profits, an end to pollution, and independence for the southern region, told oil firms to leave the region before the end of the month.
I'm appealing to them that they should go back to look for these boys if they do exist. God is a good man, he's not a wicked person. When you have a good case, God will answer your case. But not by destroying the country economy, not by sabotaging. We've had enough. Destroying pipeline, what are the consequences? The pipeline is blown up. The oil comes out. It pollutes our water. The very water we are drinking, this same oil pollutes it. What have we done in Ogoni? destroys our field. Today, people are dying everywhere in parts of the West. When you have nothing to do, you take to cultism. So problems upon problems.
In return, the presidency sent out series of warnings in the bid to tackle the menace. Subsequently, in Lagos and Ogun states, more attacks were recorded. The latest in the string of attacks was on a pipeline network located in Aripo, a community in Ogun State, southwest Nigeria, which was engulfed by fire. After the fire incident, the supply of petroleum product through the pipeline network in Aripo was shut down. Following the attacks, Nigeria has responded by moving in army reinforcements. This is a video of how the military proceeded to strike the militants' hideout in Aripo. In an interview, the defense spokesman, Brigadier General Abubakar Rabi, explained that the operation is a prerequisite for peace. There's a military operation going on in Lagos, codenamed Operation Awase. Tell us more about it.
It is an operation which was conceptualized by the defense headquarters under the guidance of Chief of the Defense Staff, General Olone Shakin, and principally it targets the miscreants of the hooligans that had been perpetrating crimes, especially against pipelines and other oil platforms, in addition to causing havoc, on innocent citizens of this great country. It is against that background that the CDS mooted the idea of having a joint operation comprising the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force, and other security agencies equally are brought in. The essence is for everybody, to display its professional and technical prowess regarding the issue at hand. And it is against that background we have been there, and we are still there.